Today's song is a beautiful one, and by the end of this lesson you'll be able to play this. So stick around for the whole thing because we've got some nice finger picking as well as some strumming, and if you haven't worked it out yet, that's Soldier, Poet, King by the Oh Hellos. It's a really beautiful song that I had a lot of fun learning, so come check this out with me. So we've got our capo on the 8th fret, we're in standard tuning, and I will teach you the rest from there. So let's get straight into the intro. We're going to start off by going, but the timing's a little bit strange, you might not be used to it. It's kind of a folky type triplet rhythm where we're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the 1 and 2 we're playing on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so let me show you how to play that for now. What we're playing there is the 3rd fret of the 6th string, open 2nd string, and hammering on with our ring finger to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Then we're going to go up to our 3rd fret of the 5th and open 1st string, and then pluck the 2nd string, so, and again. Alright, and then we're going to go down to our 3rd fret of the 6th string again, this time 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and pulling off there to the open 3rd string there. So, then we're going to go 2nd fret of the 4th string, pull off there. And if you're struggling to do that pull off, you might just want to spend a bit of time practicing there. So as you do that, you're not just taking your finger off like you normally would, but to make sure you get as much sound out as you can, you're going to pull down a little bit. So if you watch closely, you'll see there that I'm pulling down. And that's really just plucking the string. So as you get good at it, you should be able to hammer on, get a bit of sound, pull off and get some sound there without even plucking with your right hand. So there it's going to be. So far. So you can really hear that triplet rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright? And a little bit faster. And this is where it starts to get a little bit harder as we speed up a bit. But what's really important as you learn this song is that you start using a metronome and start to build up that pace, because if you just try and start playing it as fast as you can, you're not going to get it cleanly. And so you want to work on playing it really well at a slower pace. And then building your way up over time with the speed. So if you started playing at the original pace, it's going to get really hard to do that well, okay? So you work your way up with the metronome, but here we go. And then we're going to go 6th string, 3rd fret, and there we're going 4th string open and hammering onto the 2nd fret, and then play the 3rd string open. So there, I'm just playing that 3rd string once, and then hammering on. So you got to really get that right when you're hammering on. So it's going to be easier if you make sure you're hitting as close as you can to that fret. And we're going 2nd fret and then 4th fret. So, and again slowly, 6th string, 4th string, hammering on, 3rd string, hammer on to the 2nd, and then 4th, okay? And you'll see there on the 4th string, it's actually a little bit faster than the other ones, so. And you can see there, after I play that 4th fret of the 3rd string, I'm just pulling off there, just on the 3rd string, so. Alright, and then we're going to pluck the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and we're going to go 4th, hammering on there, then pulling back off to the 2nd fret, and then pulling off to the open third. So I know it's hard, but we'll go through it slowly. And that's where we play the second fret of the fourth string. So alright. So far we've got and then I did miss one part. As we go, we're going to pluck the open fifth string as well as the second fret of the third string. So there. So that open fifth string will ring out as you're playing that next part. Okay, so again. And then we're going to go, so that's third fret of the fifth, open fourth, hammering onto the second fret, and then we're going to go third string, and then fourth string, second fret, and pulling off quickly to the open fourth. So far we've got alright. So there we're going to go third fret of the sixth, second fret of the fifth together, and then open fourth. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go open fifth, so open fifth, open fourth up to the second fret, so similar to what we've done before, fifth, fourth, third, second fret, fourth fret, open third, so that part will be and then we're going to go, so that's third fret of the fifth and second fret of the fourth, and then open third. Okay, so that's actually the whole intro riff. We just repeat that, but let's play through it slowly and we'll build up the pace a little bit. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully you're getting the hang of that. You can skip back a bit if you're lost there, but let's build up the pace now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And again. And a bit faster again. And then we'll repeat that again. And that's actually the whole intro. So make sure you're checking out the actual recording as well so you can get up to speed there. But that's the whole intro. I know that's the hardest part of the song by a long way, but it's worth spending your time there to really work out the right notes and build up that pace as well. Now before we get into the verse, I just want to let you know about a Discord community I've started recently. We've got people joining all the time where we're going to start hanging out, learning lots of guitar songs together and doing some challenges as well. So I'd recommend you come join me there. There's a link in the description. But otherwise, let's get into the verse. We're going to start with the same way we started the intro, but this is the last real picking bit of the song, just as we start off the verse. And then it's going to change. So you can hear there, it's actually going to mimic the melody. So there, after I'm going, which you already know, it's going to go 3rd fret of the 6th, open 4th, hammering onto the 2nd fret of the 4th, 3rd string open, and then hammering onto the 4th fret, and then pulling back off, and then hammering onto the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So. Alright, so that's actually the last of the picking, and then that will be it for the song. We'll just go straight into strumming, which I'll show you the chords for as well. Now I know that many tutorials don't do this part justice because it's not actually just simple chords that are being played here. There's 2 guitars going at the same time, and I think one of them's actually in a different tuning, but here's the easiest way to play it as one guitarist, okay? So we're still with our capo on the 8th fret. The chords we need to know are a C major, a G major, an A minor, just from the 5th string to the 1st, and then an E minor, all 6 strings. So it's actually only 4 chords, and from this part it's so much easier than it has been. So we've got the start of the verse, and then we're going to go up to our A minor there. So, and then, so it's a bit of an awkward transition, but it's as we start the verse and as we start the melody, that's a really nice transition. At each chord that we play, we're just going to go down, down, up. So it'll be down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Alright? And you can hear those triplets as we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So for the singing, we're going to go A minor, C major, G major, A minor, C major. So I know it's a little bit confusing, but let's go through that again. A minor to C major to G major to A minor to C major. Alright, so C, G, A minor. So that's happening as she's singing, and then we'll go into the ole, 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 ole. Okay, so that's going to be C, G, A minor, E minor, and then C, E minor, then an A minor, and then a C major. Okay, so I'll go through that whole thing again. We've got our fingerpicking intro, and then A minor, C, G, A minor, C, while they're singing, and then we're going to go ole, 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 and then C, E minor, A minor, and then back to a C. Even though I got tricked up there, I thought we were going back to a G. So at the last part, C, E minor, A minor, C. So let's play that whole verse together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then that C major is going to be held for a weird amount of beats. It's 10 beats after that, so. And then straight on to our next verse. So that last part. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then back to our start of the next verse, okay? So it's a little bit weird. It's not 2 straight bars, it's 2.5 bars, but it's really worth making sure you get that right so that you can follow along the recording as well. Now the good news is the finger picking is done. You don't need to worry about playing that hard part anymore. We'll just go for the start of the next verse. What I'm doing there is a G major, C, G. So the G and C at the start are just single strums. Then back to our regular strum pattern. So. And then on to what we've already learnt of the verse. Okay, so that would be where we end that finger picking thing and go into the A minor. So sorry, that's meant to be a C major at the end. So the last part. And then back into an interlude again. And then that'll take us into verse 3. And then the final change will be when we get into the outro. So we'll go verse 1, interlude, verse 2, interlude, verse 3, into an outro. And we're going to go back to the ole. So we're just doing that second half of the verse as the outro, and then we can just end on that C major. Alright, so hopefully the charts have helped you out with that structure. We'll end on that final C major, and also don't forget to join that Discord that I let you know about before. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in the next tutorial.